So what do we know about Fred and Melinda?
He's lost his job due to this pandemic. They got a lot of mouths to feed, so they're struggling right now.
Yeah, it's just even more of an incentive for us to really get out there and kick ass for them, you know? Let's try to make them a little more gold.
Done it before, and we'll do it again, eh, Juan?
We do all right for a couple chubby guys.
I'm chubby.
Well, I didn't want to break it to you, Fred.
Freddy and Juan are headed to the Dickinson family mine, 80 miles northwest of Phoenix, Arizona, deep in the desert.
There's lots of gold in this country. The old timers hit it pretty hard. You know, they found lots of large nuggets, but there's still a lot of fine gold as well because they didn't have water to run. And that's what Fred and Melinda are gonna be mining. Let's go help these guys out.
Hey guys, welcome. This is Brian, and this is my oldest son Joshua. My wife Melinda.
Hey, Melinda.
My daughter Faith, my daughter Aria, and this is little Richie.
Hi, Richie.
Ouch!
Oh. So what are your days like out here?
Hot. It's real hot. So the rattlesnakes love it. The scorpions love it. Hopefully they don't pay us a visit.
How long have you been mining here?
It goes way back to almost 6 years with a pick and shovel and a little sluice.
It's certainly been an evolution, what he's built in terms of, trommels with using PVC pipe to, now what we have.
We've been mining with equipment for just about the last 7 months.
Well, you're a bit above hobby stage now.
Yeah. With COVID-19, I've lost my job. And so we don't have any income coming in from my side.
That made us realize how fragile our situation was.
I mean, we've done everything we know how to do. So we really need your help. Because right now, my hobby has to feed my family. I have to make this work. Mining started for us right here.
This is Ari and Brian. They're running material. And there's Richie. He's providing moral support.
Our first wash plant had a PVC frame, 2 5-gallon buckets with a screen wrapped around it.
Hey guys, are we gonna find some gold?
Yeah!
All right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Our hobby mine has turned into something that we absolutely need now because, our income situation has changed quite a bit.
We've gotten to the point where it's a do or die, honestly. It's hard for me to talk about this because, this COVID, everything has turned my world upside down, turned our world upside down. Everything is on the line if this doesn't work out. This is our future.
How much gold have you gotten out of the ground here?
Since we brought Seymour in, just about a ½ an ounce a week.
Worth less than $1,000 for a week's work.
Covers the bills and buys McDonald's, and that's not enough.
So who's Seymour?
Seymour's the wash plant.
Oh.
The kids named it Seymour because we see more gold. So.
Well, what do you want to get out of this?
I want to be able to just support my family and run this till it's all gone.
That's awesome, man.
Well, let's do a day's run, whatever your day's run normally is.
Okay.
And we'll pull the mats and see how much gold's in them. But while you're running, we're gonna watch it run and we'll decide on a few things we might be able to modify.
That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Well, let's fire up and see what Seymour can do.
All right, let's fire it up, Ryan.
To figure out what's wrong with their operation, Freddy wants to see it run for a full day and weigh out the gold. Once he's diagnosed the problems, he works with Juan to make the fixes. At the end of the week, they'll run a second test to see if they've increased the Dickinson's gold production.
Well, that's pretty cool. Lawnmower power, Juan.
That's it.
Use what you got.
It's a great idea, honestly.
It is.
It's become our trademark.
What'd you pay for Seymour?
We gave $10,000 for it.
It was worth that.
Yeah, we hadn't paid it off yet, but we're working on it.
The Dickinsons work a 120-acre claim with a mix of fine gold and small flakes. 17-year-old Joshua loads pay dirt into the hopper, which feeds into an 8-foot-long trommel. A beat-up 420cc lawnmower spins the trommel, while jets of water blast the material, forcing gold particles into a 14-foot sluice box, where they are trapped. Dirty water collects in the tailings pond and recirculates before it's pumped back into the plant.
It died.
kill the water. I've got to turn this off. Crap. We lost another wheel.
We have to tighten that lawnmower down really, really tight onto the barrel to get it to turn. But unfortunately, it crushes the wheels on the bottom.
Yeah, it's junk.
Yeah. We're gonna have to take this apart, replace this wheel if we're gonna keep running today.
Fred has a spare wheel, but it's a smaller diameter.
It's gonna make everything goofy here, though.
Yeah.
It may shove your hopper on the other side into this. I wouldn't run it long term. You know, it's good for a few hours.
It'll get me by for the rest of the day. Melinda doesn't like it when we're shut down because we're not getting gold, and that's never a good thing. So we won't tell her about this.
All right, I think she's ready. Fire her up, buddy.
All right.
All right.
Look at the discharge on your plant, Fred.
We do lose quite a bit of water.
Yeah, we're losing a ton of water out of that back end.
Yeah, driven on the ground there.
How much?
Probably a gallon a minute. Juan, you got your watch? Count for me.
How long do you want?
30 seconds.
That's a lot of water.
It's a lot of material.
And there's gold in the pan, too.
That's unbelievable. I never would have imagined that gold could even come out there. That was only 30 seconds. I can't imagine what that's gonna be at the end of my week. There's no way that I can afford to lose gold.
We've done blood, sweat, tears, money, time. It means a lot to me. It's, you know, my dream to actually make money off of it so I can forward my future and my siblings' futures.
That's a tough way to make a living. And hats off to these young men. They're out here working their butts off.
I have to do this every day because if I don't, it gets clogged up in the ponds. It's hard work, but I do like doing this. Sometimes.
The way these kids are being raised right now, they're helping their family. I grew up the same way. You know, it was always a family affair. I'm not the only gold miner in the family. When I was a kid, I don't know, probably 5 years old, my oldest brother, Derek, he disappeared into the Yukon, lived 200 miles from the nearest road. He'd trap back in there, then in the summers, he'd mine gold. So, you know, it was always just in the back of a little kid's mind, that kind of adventure.
Love your brother.
My older brother, Rocky, used to lock me in the shop with him and make me work on stuff. We had an old buzz box welder, like take the goat cart and make it into a three-wheeler, cut it apart. Both of my brothers, you know, they helped inspire me in different ways to do what I'm doing today.